Okay. Okay, good morning. Welcome to a slightly shorter version of what is episode 3 of the 12-man podcast. 1 or 2 new faces, 1 or 2 familiar faces, 1 or 2 new football shirts for the gentleman behind. Keane's clearly changed his allegiances over the course of a week and now supports, is that Red Bull Salzburg or RB Leipzig? Okay. Keane is now a Leipzig fan. Bailey will briefly start us off in a minute, actually, because Blackburn played last night, and he can talk us through a defeat, but still in good position. We're only going to do 2 topics this week, which is to review the weekend's performances. Has anyone seen that ball? You know what ball we're talking about. Bruno and his apology, and then we'll talk about the rest of the fixtures and the results from the weekend, and we'll look ahead to some very important fixtures for Burnley against a relegation rival. Sorry for saying that. In Norwich. West Ham have got the mighty Brentford, who took points off Liverpool. City are away in Scousland, which is a problem. A must not lose game. And United have got the mighty Rafael Benitez at home. Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. Rapturous. Bailey, kick us off, fella. I'm going to try and come out a shot to you there. You were 1-0 up last night.
Nah.
Was that no? Did you say 1-0 down? 1-0 down, 1-0, 2-1 down, 2-all, 3-2 down, game over.
Yeah.
Right, so George and Bailey are going to talk us through your thoughts. Bailey was with me, so probably missed the majority of the game last night, helping out for over the evening. George, I sat with you then. What was your thoughts?
I only saw from what I saw, it was a pretty even game.
Yeah.
And then it was just at the end where we just lost it.
I think, am I right in thinking I looked at the table quickly before I went to see last night? Huddersfield 5th and Blackburn 6th now?
I think it's...
Or 6th and 7th?
Worst 6th, they're 7th.
Right, okay. So a close contest in that respect, and it was away at Huddersfield, wasn't it? So not much panic. We'll come to your weekend preview. What I will say is that it was a very positive result on Saturday, wasn't it, Bales?
Yeah, 5-5.
So I'll go on and talk us through Saturday's performance.
Great hat-trick from Brereton Diaz.
Yeah, this is the guy who comes from England but has got a Peruvian grandma or something. Chilean, that's it. And now he's put Diaz on the back of his shirt and turned into a worldie.
Yeah.
Okay. So he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Who else is impressing besides him at the moment?
Sam Gallagher's also doing quite well.
Yeah.
He did well coming off his injury on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And who is he?
Yeah.
Tyrese Dolan, okay. Am I right in thinking, is that just injured again?
He's
second cruise ship. Yeah, okay, so he's on the sideline at the moment, okay.
Yeah, and Raider Cadra is really good. Yeah.
Where have I heard that name, Cadra, before? Has he played in England before?
Yeah, he played for Boston.
Yeah,
right,
okay. He's on loan for a season.
Yeah.
So again, high hopes down at Ewood Park that they maybe make a promotion push this year. You did say at the start of the season playoffs you was hoping for, so we will see. Right, Burnley.
Take 2-2.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have done it. 1-0 up and then
1-0, 1 more, 2-1.
Oh.
And then 2-2. We had a disallow.
Okay, yeah, so that would have been a mega result at Leicester, which is a difficult place to go.
What is class though?
Right.
Yeah.
So did he start?
He started, he played till 45, and he comes back when we play City in 4 weeks.
Which is great because he loves to score against City, as we know. 4 in 3 in the Champions League.
So he only misses Norwich.
Right, because the international break in between.
The thing is though, there's only one club that can be Leicester.
That's
West Ham.
okay. City did a pretty good job there recently, but
yeah, I'll take 2-2.
listen, I think before the result you would have took 2-2. I think to see you in a winning position and playing. I read that you played quite well as well. I think he's probably slightly disappointed. Just struggling to get the wins in, aren't you? Struggling to convert, and I think it's weird. And this is not offensive. It's weird that Burnley scored 2 in a game. So to score 2 and you get the game away from home, be up twice against a good team and still not win is probably disappointing, isn't it? We'll come back to Burnley for the Norwich verdict for the weekend. Wellesley, Bruno Fernandes. Kane, you can jump in. Away, you can jump in.
I don't know what's going on United recently. Shocking.
It feels as though we've done this podcast now for a year or so, haven't we? And it's the same thing every week, isn't it? It's like, I know it sounds like we're on repeat, but it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 5 steps forward, 4 steps back. Yes, you could have argued for the offside. I think Solskjaer's making it look a little bit ridiculous about moaning on about it. And I also think Bruno was ridiculous, issuing what was like a government public apology for his missed penalty. That happens in football, doesn't it? Sergio Aguero's a great goal scorer and missed penalties. Harry Kane will miss penalties. You know, Ronaldo will miss penalties. What I did like is Martinez's reaction to it. You see him the old shaky hips there to the Stretford end, which I thought was good. Did you do enough in the game or waste to justify a better result, or was a draw a fair reflection in the end?
We attacked a lot, so
I thought Villa had a couple of chances as well, from what I can see. I thought they played quite well. I thought he took his header very well. It was Courtney Howes, wasn't it, at the near post. So, and they gave away the penalty, then obviously some skill, we know what happens. So yeah, United are just the same old, nothing really changes. They're nearly men, and it'll be interesting to see how United get on tonight against Villarreal in the Champions League, because having lost the game in the Champions League already, things are already, obviously the backs are already up, and in fact they went out of the League Cup last week to the mighty West Ham. So United looking iffy in a couple of competitions at the moment. Ruben, Liverpool last weekend. No, last weekend's results. So I was just trying to think here. Liverpool 3-3 at Brentford. Great game, by the way. I thought Brentford played class.
That was really good. Brentford was Europa League contenders.
Maybe not that. I feel as though Brentford will. I think you see this quite often. A team newly promoted in the first 10 games plays really well. They have got confidence at the moment, but it only takes three defeats in a row to knock that confidence and things change. I still don't think they've got the squad to last the full season. But can I say something very critical, Ruben? I thought Van Dijk was awful at the weekend. I thought it was awful.
He's just getting back into it.
He just looks slow and off the pace and uninterested, and maybe I'm comparing him too much to the guys at City that had previously good record before last night's game, but I just thought they just looked a bit sluggish and a bit slow, and I thought Matip was the same. Obviously, me and Ruben are going to be at Loggerheads this weekend, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. West Ham?
2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds, yeah. No.
Yeah,
you did, yeah. Go on, talk me through it then.
I actually reckon that we should have won that because we did play well.
Yeah.
At the Bowen's goal, I would say that was pretty lucky, to be honest. He put it onto his left foot and it hit the defender.
No, they said he looks a good player. You know, to make this step up. Been there, what, 18 months now. He came from Hull in the January transfer window last year. I think he looks like a Premier League player. I think for the first bit he looked like a Championship player, but he looks like a good player. Cool.
And then, obviously, Antonio's last minute winner. I mean, it's Antonio, what do you expect? He's a player.
Very good player, and obviously was missed with his suspension, but I imagine will, again continue to play and influence the game on a regular basis. So West Ham march on, and again, as we mentioned before, a great win for them. It's Theatre of Dreams in midweek in the League Cup. City, you're probably going to expect me to go into loads of detail. For anyone who watched that, I thought they were outstanding against Chelsea. Dominated the game from start to finish, and 1-0 was probably an unfair reflection on the game. Chelsea had no chances, City had a lot. Should have probably done better. A great win. I said 3 draws, we've been a good week. We got beat last night, we won't talk about that too much, but again, I thought we played quite well last night from what I saw once I got out of school. But probably the best one to lose of the week would be Paris Saint-Germain away in the group stage of the Champions League. Must not lose on Sunday against your lot, which is where I will start. Ruben, how's it going to go Sunday? 4:30.
2-1.
2-1 Liverpool.
Quite attacking.
You reckon? I think Liverpool look shaky at the back, and I agree with us going forward. We look strong. So.
If Liverpool were at the back, I think Liverpool will win.
Can you see City conceding? The only reason I'll say is that in 6 Premier League games, we conceded 1 goal, and we went to Stamford Bridge and got a clean sheet on Saturday. So I know we conceded 2 last night. We conceded 3 against Leipzig at home in the Champions League. We won 6-3, and we even conceded to the mighty Wycombe in the League Cup. But I'm thinking, what would be surprising is a 0-0 draw. I can see a score draw as well. I can see 1-1. I don't think a winner. I think those games tend to end in a draw. I think that would be a good result for City and not a bad result for Liverpool either. Everyone goes home and tries to win the games the rest of the season. Okay. Right. Moving on. United. Marcus. Everton at home. Rafael Benitez coming back to haunt Manchester United again, is he? Like he did in his Liverpool days. 2-1. Iffy team Everton. Hard to predict against. Now, Ace, what are you going to call? 3-1. Sorry, Niall, I've completely forgot you there. I'm going to come back to you in a second for a City prediction, okay? I do apologise. 3-1 United. Kieran,
2-1 United.
2-1 United, so everyone's going for it. Wellesley?
Bit worried about 1-0 United.
Okay, so four victories for United there to come out of the group, but yeah, it's an interesting game. I won't be surprised if that ended in a draw, if I'm being honest as well. I can't see an out winner at the moment. Kieran, going back to now going back to City. What are your thoughts, bud? 2-1 City would be an incredible result. I think if we went to Chelsea into Anfield and got 2 victories in a week, I think it would be massive. So let's fingers crossed for that. Burnley massive. Norwich at home.
3-1.
Huge game. I'd go as far as saying you need to win. Like you said, and a draw's not good enough for that result.
3-1.
3-1 Burnley.
2-1.
Burnley. Okay, Dicey.
I'm going to say 1-0 Norwich.
I wasn't expecting anything less, would it? 1-0 Norwich, come on. What are you saying, Biggsy? Same as Bailey. 1-0 Norwich.
I say 1-0.
Nice.
I say 1-0.
West Ham, mighty Brentford Bees at home.
Well, I actually reckon we draw this because Brentford's recent performances against United in Toronto are getting 11 good results. So I reckon it'll be a goalless game.
Goalless game. I was going to say, is it about the strikers? Big Antonio versus big Ivan Toney. I see the goals, but I can see a draw playing out there. I think we're just going to draw every game this weekend. You say that? Let's just put 10 draws down and hope for the best of the
Get
All right, cocky you. Yeah, let's go put 5. Let's all put 5 in, shall we, lads? Put the bet on. Let's just pretend to put the bet on and just pocket the money. That'd be great. Blackburn, Blackpool at home.
No.
Difficult game. Difficult game. They've had a bit of form recently. I follow Blackpool closely because I live 3 miles away from the ground. But a lot of my wife's family are Blackpool supporters. And it's a tough game now. Again, draw. Yeah. Every game in Champions draw.
I reckon Blackpool will win 5-0.
5-0.
I'm just taking you in as
It's
well.
good to see that football rivalry is still around. 2-1 Blackpool.
2-1
No, Blackpool.
because they're in the Champions.
I know. It's been a long time, actually.
Obviously, as a fellow I reckon it'll be 1-0 Blackpool.
1-0 Blackpool. Right, okay. Right, let's gang up on the poor lonely Blackburn fans as it is today.
I'm going to say Brereton, Diaz and Gallagher getting goals. And Jerry Yates.
Jerry Yates. Jerry.
Ruben Diaz from Wish.
Ruben Diaz.
He's a defender.
Yeah, no, it's Diaz. They're both called Diaz.
Okay. There is a little bit of a difference between the two guys. I mean, one's Portuguese, one's South American, and about £55 million worth of cost, probably minimum. So I think we got Ruben for 60 plus. So who knows? Right, listen, lads. It was a short version. I appreciate you turning out. What I'm going to do is, and I did this last year, I'm going to hand over some responsibility to you guys. So I'm going to give Harrison the responsibility of setting the agenda for next week. So we will keep the previews and the fixtures from the weekend before and the weekend ahead. You can set as a topic, and it can be all West Ham if you want to. We can talk about the bowling ground from back in the day. We can talk about how Harry Redknapp was the greatest manager in the world in the mid-90s, or how Paolo Di Canio's goal was the greatest goal of Premier League history.
Or how West Ham won the World Cup because every goal scorer in the World Cup.
Or how West Ham won the World Cup because of Bobby Moore and everyone else, okay? Whatever you want to talk about, Harrison, it's over to you next week, okay? We have been the podcast, 12th man.
I'm not coming next week.
Jack Edwards has bowed out, okay, which is fine by me.
Harrison's doing it.
Burnley, boom! Well done, boys.
Yeah, I know you know.
We just talk about how
Better than every player in the
Okay, boys.